former The Apprentice candidate Thomas Skinner has revealed he cheated on his wife. The TV star said he had a 2-week fling with a beauty clinic boss, just 2 weeks after they had married, and later apologized to his wife. Now, the star, 34, has candidly admitted that it was the biggest mistake of his life. Thomas met the woman while at the pub and claims that she offered him cosmetic slimming treatments. The fling took place just weeks after he and his wife Sinead tied the knot in May 2022. But while he admits his wife and the mother of his children is the best thing to have happened to him, guilt instantly kicked in as he and beauty clinic boss Amy Lucy O'Rourke had slept together. He says he woke up and instantly regretted his cheating. "I'm so lucky she forgave me," he said of his wife. Thomas went on to add, "It was the worst thing I've ever had to do. It was terrible. I'm a very, very open book, and I don't hide anything from my wife." She was obviously distraught, upset. Amy Lucy O'Rourke has issued a statement following Thomas' admission. He added that he understood if Sinead had never wanted to speak to him again after his admission. Speaking to The Sun on Sunday, Thomas continued, "No one else made me do what I've done. But it just shows how something so brief could ruin your life. Now, though, Sinead is his rock, whom he says has made him the person he is today. My wife is my rock," he said, adding, "She's the person I adore more than anything in the world. And I let her down. I'm ashamed. I'm so fortunate my wife's forgiven me. She didn't deserve it. I was a selfish person." Today, the couple are the happiest they've been, with Sinead supporting him throughout his Strictly experience. But Thomas says grief played a part in his decision, with the fling coming just one day after a close friend, named Big Mark, had sadly died. Mark had taken Thomas in when he was homeless and acted like a father figure to him. However, the woman Thomas cheated with claims that it was more than a fling and claims she was in a relationship with Thomas. A spokesperson for Amy Lucy told The Mirror, "This has been an incredibly stressful and painful chapter in Amy Lucy's life. She did not have a fling with Mr. Skinner, she had a relationship with him and was deceived, then treated appallingly. She will consider her response and speak her truth in due course." The former Apprentice star said he instantly regretted his actions. Thomas has made headlines in recent weeks after being unveiled as part of the lineup for the new series of Strictly Come Dancing. Earlier this month, he stormed out of an interview and later said that he had seen messages on a journalist's phone about a personal story from his past. Thomas had taken issue with a reporter recording an interview during a press day for Strictly at Elstree Studios ahead of the BBC show's return. He was said to have snatched the reporter's phone and stormed out of it as he was asked about the launch. He arrived at the interview table with fellow contestant Jimmy Floyd Hasselbar, who was left having to do interviews on his own. Thomas was heard saying, "What's that? Are you taping it?" The reporter said, "We have to record it," before she was heard asking, "What are you doing?" A voice was heard saying, "Just answer the question, we've got 3 minutes." The reporter then said, "No, no, no, don't." Thomas then told them, "That's about me." The reporter answered, "No, it's not." When one person asked what made them run the question, the reporter said they were just recording it. After a few moments of inaudible audio, someone else said, "Oh my God, he's gone." Thomas later addressed the situation in a post on Instagram, as reported at the time. He said, "To set the record straight of the back of yesterday. During one of the interviews, a journalist placed their phone on the table to record the conversation. I happened to catch a glimpse of the screen and saw numerous messages, not about Strictly but about a personal story from my past. I've been through some difficult times in my life, which I have worked hard to move on from. In that moment, seeing it there caught me off guard. I felt it was best to step away and gather myself. Skinner went on, this had nothing to do with Strictly or the interviews themselves. I'm sorry I picked up someone else's phone, and I don't even know if the journalist realized their messages were visible, and I don't want to suggest any bad intentions on their part. What I do want to say is how excited I am to be part of Strictly this year. I'm so grateful for all the love, kindness and support I've been shown so far. It means the world to me, and I can't wait to give it my all on that dance floor. Bosh. The BBC had issued a statement after the incident at the press event for the show. It told the Mirror, the BBC is very clear that any behaviour which falls below the standards expected will not be tolerated on our programmes. A source previously told the Mirror about the moment that unfolded. He walked to the table with his head down, he sat down, grabbed one of the reporter's phones, who told him to stop. It was a shock. His reaction came out of nowhere. Whilst another source told us after it happened, it was totally out of the blue. He was absolutely fine during the first interview. In good spirits and delighted and surprised to be there. Like a competition winner.